What's up guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I'm going to be going over why Lao as a base character is terrible, and also why hat tricks is definitely one of his worst variations. Now, as a disclaimer, I do think Lotus Fist is actually a really good variation. It's very usable and actually fixes a lot of his problems. He's definitely not top 10, which some people on Twitter seems to think he is, but he's definitely very usable, mid-tier. He's not bottom 5 for sure, and in the right hands he would be tournament viable. So this video is mainly going to be focused on the issues with his frame data that he has, and how people get away with stuff online with hat tricks, with all those shenanigans, which really you should be punishing. And after this video I will be doing a video on Lotus Fist, how it's pretty good, how to use it, and why it's actually his better variation. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is go over why Lao as a base character is complete garbage. So you ask, why do I say he's trash? Well, let's take a look at his frame data. So let's just go down all his normals. This one, his 1-2, is -5. If you think about another character that has the same thing, Liu Kang is plus like 3 or 4. -27, -20, -7, -19, -6, but that ends in a high, so you can punish it. -3, his only plus frame, but it starts off on a triple high normal, so it's never gonna hit. Then the string, -13, ends in -13. This is -4, and it starts off in a high. What's this? -7, -4, but has a gap in it. And that's his frame data. He has no reliable plus frames. And then let's look at some of those normals. So Lao's best mid is his forward 1. Now that move is -5 on block. I mean, it's not a bad mid, but Cassie's forward 4, which serves the same purpose, is I think -2 or -3, which is much better. So it's already a subpar mid, but what can you get off it? Now the safe string you can do is forward 1-2, which is okay. That's -7 on block. You can get punished by 6 frame characters. And what's really to be scared of? If you're getting scared of this one hit, you might as well challenge this. Because here's Lao's other option. He can do forward 1-3, which that he can go into like his EX spin for a combo. But the thing is, look at this. That is -19. So any character can punish this crap. But then you can say, well, can't he just finish the string? Yeah, okay, that's -6 and has pretty good pushback. But here's the problem. The last part of the string is a high. So let me have the opponent crouch 1 second. So check this out. See that? You can just get a duck and a full combo punish for it. Now there is a little mix up to Lao just in his base form. He can go crazy and do that, which you'll kill him for, or he can go into the high. But like, okay, if you're fighting like a crazy Lao online, I mean, they're just gonna like mash out the spin, so you can just block and punish it. But if you're fighting a good player, they might do that once every so often, which could catch you off guard. But like, it's such a high risk. Like, Lao has to take such high risks just to get any kind of damage. We can look at his other, like one of his better mids. This one right here, which has a crushing blow. So each part of this string, because the mid looks good in terms of range and everything, but each part of it has a massive flaw in it. So let's start with just the first part, forward 2. Forward 2 on block, it's -9. Now you're not really going to react to it, but still unsafe. It's your turn, and if you know they're going to stagger that, you can punish it. Let's do forward 2-1. Oh, that's -13. Okay, how about the full string? Oh, that's -13 again. So each part of a string, every character can punish it. The only one maybe you can't punish if you do forward 2 at like this range, because Cassie's 1-1-1 for example wouldn't hit. But you know what? Her 9 frame mid would hit me. So most characters can punish every iteration of this normal. So you can only use this on whiff punish when you see the opponent whiffing something, which is like, okay, every character can punish something on whiff, so there's not anything special. But at least it has a crushing blow. But like, okay, if it has a crushing blow, the whole string, if you finish it, okay, that should be punishable, I agree. But this right here, that stagger, it should be like -5, -6, or -7 at worst. It shouldn't be a punishable string, but I don't know why another realm doesn't like Lao. And then let's talk about this normal, his back 3. Back 3 2. Now if we look, back 3 starts up in 16 frames, so it's not really a good oppressive mid, but it's still definitely usable. And at least it is -7, so he does have a safe move he can use, but it doesn't have that much range. And like if you finish the string here, it's -4, but it's actually a gap. It's actually a gap right here. So I'm gonna have Cassie flawless block. You could actually poke in between, but let's have her flawless block so I can show that there is a gap to it. So check this out. Now in itself, there's no reason to flawless block it, because if you flawless block, you're still the same -4, which I don't understand how that makes sense. But you can actually interrupt it with a poke. Alright, so check this out. You don't have to poke, you could also do a flawless block attack if you want. Denied. Well, you can do a flawless block attack if your flawless block is anywhere better than Cassie's, which is like the worst in the game, but you get the point. So if you had like Geras or Liu Kang that had like a good up 2, you can get a full combo off that. So Laos should never finish that string ever, but at least they can stagger it. But again, a 16 frame low, it's not that good. You're not gonna be able to use that much in neutral for pressure and whatnot. And one thing I did forget to mention, Lao's best mid is this one right here, his forward 4. Which is pretty good, it's -3. But the thing is, there's no real stagger to this. The only mix up in, I'm gonna stress this, and hat tricks Lao or the other variation, is if you're gonna do like the spin afterwards. Which again, that's a high risk, high reward. So if we're just looking at base Lao, there's really no reason for you to get hit by anything else other than a grab. Because its only real stagger is his forward 1. Because once you punish this string right here, or if they go into the full string, you punish both options, then the opponent's going to be scared to do them. So either they're a complete nut, they're going to go into the spin, or they're just going to keep going into this. And okay, you see they're going into this, you just can block and then punish it. Or they're probably just going to be staggering it more and try to grab you, and then you can just take back your turn. You know it's -5, you challenge them, you don't accept that stagger. So the one good thing about Lao as a base character is definitely his damage. Now other characters have damage too, but he gets really easy damage in this variation. Yeah, he gets an easy 316 off 1 bar. You can do this combo if you do it optimally. And then in the corner he has even more damage. So in terms of once he gets a hit, he hits hard. He hits not crazy like Geras level or anything like that, but his damage is definitely up there. So the problem with just Lao as a base character, and especially the hat tricks and the order of light variation, he doesn't have a legitimate way to open you up besides grabbing you. So before I get into why Lotus Fist is actually a good variation and makes Lao a pretty good character, I want to talk about why hat tricks is definitely I was gonna say it's worst variation, but Order of Light just came out, but it's still complete trash. Because this crap right here is the fakest as hell shit you ever can throw out on the opponent. So it said it right there, but I'll show you here. It starts up in, what was it, 38 frames. So this crap starts up in 38 frames, like, okay. And like, the cancel is super slow. The startup of the cancel is still 32 frames. So you're gonna see Laos do this nonsense all the time. They're gonna do that, unblock, and just cancel into this. Never, ever let them get away with this. Just know, as soon as you see this, you should be trying to punish them anyway. If they're a complete nut that goes to the spin, okay, I can understand, but you're not gonna do it all the time. But if you see they're just doing this crap, just do your best mid or some kind of advancing normal and punish them. You have all day. I'm gonna show you, you can just dash up and punish them. So that crap is totally fake. And I did like a micro dash with Cassie, and with Cassie you don't even have to do a micro dash. All you have to do is your back 2. And then you also see Laos doing it off this string right here. It's even more fake. He's right in your face, or who knows, or you can do it off this string. Like, all that shit is completely fake, and if you actually lab the matchup and practice it, you can punish all that crap. Now yes, he does have a mix-up. Like I said before, he can, instead of canceling to the hat spin, not the hat spin, instead of doing the hat tricks, he can cancel into EX spin for most of these strings and get a combo. So he can open you up, but like I said before, he has to take extremely high risks. There is no reason for a character to have to bet it all just to have a chance of opening you up. And he doesn't have safe options to do. Like okay, he has safe strings, but they're all minus. He all loses his turn, so the only way a Lao player can win, at least in this variation, is to take crazy risks. Now the one good thing about hat tricks, once you get a knockdown, you do this on EX, it is legitimate pressure you can do. So okay, that's decent, but when are you going to get a knockdown? When are you going to get a combo to set that up? It's not going to happen against a good player. Or actually, I'm thinking the only way you can make this work with the EX spin is if you condition them to punish you on this. So I don't care what anybody says. Maybe some pro players can use this variation, but that's just because they're super good players. It's not because of the character. This hat tricks variation is garbage, and forever will be garbage until they fix his goddamn frame data. But just because this variation's bad doesn't mean Lao is a bad character, because he has one variation that makes him work, and that's Lotus Fist. But I'll be covering Lotus Fist in the next video. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Links will be in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.